Hi everyone, nice to have you back. I'm the Scentennial and I'm as fascinated by fragrances as you are. And this is Eva,
Hi.
also a Scentennial, also a millennial, that is,
it's official. I'm part of the
you're
club
part
of the
of the
Scentennials.
team. Yes, indeed. And this time we're going to talk about standing out from the crowd, being unique, because that's what it's all about. And yeah, with these typical brands and this mass marketing, it can get a bit, the typical, like, for example,
Everyone's smelling the
that
same.
sauvage kind of thing, everyone's smelling the same. And you don't really want that. But then again, you want to be complimented and you want to be loved. And also your scent, you want that to be loved as well.
Perfume is always a way to express yourself. It's a form of art to tell people a story. And if everyone is smelling the same and everyone is telling the same story, that is sometimes difficult. And it's funny that you talk about Sauvage because it's a really good perfume. I really like it.
Sorry if I offended anyone.
But at some point, I have a story about this. At one point in my life, my uncle was wearing Sauvage, my boyfriend was wearing Sauvage, and it was kind of difficult for me because when I smelled the one, I smelled the other, and it was difficult. And then afterwards, I went through a breakup, and then I smelled Sauvage everywhere, and everything reminded me of that heartbreak. And at those moments, it's fun to have a scent that is completely yours.
Smell can really work on the subconscious, and you're making a connection with memories and also with certain persons in your life, certain people. And then when there's a breakup, you really can have a difficult relationship towards the scent, also towards that fragrance.
And if it's everywhere, then it's becoming difficult.
Yeah, that's it. So we're going to bring along some fragrances that really are making you unique, a unique person. And they're also a bit challenging, maybe, at least mine, are a bit challenging, but I adore them. And they're very masculine. Yeah, I shall begin with them.
Should I be scared?
No, not at all. No, a real man with feelings, of course.
Okay.
Yes. This is my first one. This is Bois by Naomi Goodsir. And wow. I mean, wow! When I smelled this, I was like, I'm coming home. It's very meditative. It is a smoky scent. If you like smoke scents, this is the one to get. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. It's really a warm, heartwarming kind of smoke. To me, it brings a lot of memories. But I'm really looking forward to your opinion on this, because this is challenging. Oh my God. But sometimes also, like the smoky fragrances, you have to smell them on skin too. Ooh. Standing out from the crowd. Wow. I thought it would be like, oh my God, no.
Oh no, I appreciate this as a work of art.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily wear this myself.
No.
Because it is really smoky.
Yeah, I would wear this myself, but for a woman it's a bit,
It really smells like a campfire to me.
And also the name, Encens, so it really refers to like this convent, with monks in the convent, and then they're also burning some woods. And it's the churchy vibe.
Is there incense in this?
There is incense in this too, yes. But there is also, and that's the main thing here, there's also some tobacco and some whiskey. And the booziness gives it a bit of warmth, gives it a bit of like kind of sweetness. Not the sugary type of sweetness, but you have the tobacco that's also a bit sweet. It has a certain type of sweetness, and that makes this wearable. I have found a lot of fragrances that are smoky not to be wearable at all. Like, there is one that I really adore, but it was a bit too Too challenging maybe for me. That is Black by Comme des Garçons. I really like Comme des Garçons fragrances. I adore that brand.
Great
But
brand.
this Black, that is, you know, the rubber burning type of smell.
Yeah.
So it's a bit stingy in a way. It prickles the nose, and you can get that from incense too. And this is more a rounded kind of smoke. It's not that sharp.
I was going to say that exact thing actually, because I normally don't really like incense because it hurts my nose.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do that.
No.
And I think it's because of the booziness, but it is a heavy hitter, so you cannot ignore this perfume.
Yeah, just a few sprays and you're done. Really, don't overspray this one because this one is going to blast everything apart.
But it is not hurting my nose.
And that's a good thing.
It is. I would say this is definitely more on the masculine side.
Yeah, definitely.
You wear whatever you like, of course, but this is, I wouldn't...
And this is not only smoke you get, you also get cedar and you also get oak moss. So that gives this earthy vibe to it that I really like too. So it's a natural kind of smoke. It's not like you're burning rubber or anything plastic or anything like that. You're burning real wood, real like cedar wood burning.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of my weekends I had with my family and also my broader family. My grandmother was there, my cousins were there, and we went on weekends in the Ardennes. That's a region here in Belgium. We always go to that region like in autumn to have some nice walks in the forest. And you know, the smoke coming out of the chimneys of these houses in the Ardennes, that's this memory, that's this scent.
There is nothing synthetic smelling in this perfume.
No, it's
really,
very natural.
like you said, it's really natural. Is it expensive? It smells expensive.
It smells expensive, yes. And is it expensive? Well, this is a 50 ml, and that has cost me, back in the days, it's like a few years old, this bottle. It costed me around 150, I guess. So for 50 ml, that's quite expensive.
But it smells really expensive. Not a safe blind buy, I would say, unless you really like woodiness and incense.
Yeah. How would you rate this Bois d'Assaise? Eva, it's up to you now.
I would say a 7.
Oh, okay, 7. You wouldn't be very sensually kind of attracted to this man?
To me, it's not a sensual scent per se.
No.
It's more of a
lumberjack kind of scent.
Yeah, and
a rough.
It's like if you would compare people to plants, it's bear with me. If you would compare people to plants, this would be the oak tree.
Okay.
This is someone who is grounded, someone who
rooted.
Yeah, rooted. Yeah. Who is not easily swayed. A strong personality. Yeah.
I can live with that. I can live with a 7. And now comes one of the masterpieces in my collection.
Okay.
Really. I really think this is just, this is just so beautiful. This is Annick Goutal, Paris, and it's called Encens Flamboyant. It's Encens, so it's incense. It really has incense at the top, the mid, the base. It has incense, but it is a very beautiful one in the way that it adds also a little bit of balsam fir to it, a little bit of like these piney aspects, and people compare this with like an image of a church, a wooden church, a little wooden church that is in the midst of a forest, a pine forest.
Okay.
And it's very cold. So this is I don't know how to explain this, but this is a kind of a cold scent, you know? So it's in the middle of winter and it's snowing outside, but they're burning incense inside the church. I have told everything about this scent and I haven't even let you smell it. typical.
I'm gonna
me.
lean back a bit because
Always talking.
I just mentioned incense sometimes being a difficult note for me.
But this is not a this is not a blast in your face. This is an intimate scent. To me, this is kind of an intimate scent.
It's not. I had expected it to be whoa, and it's not doing that.
No.
So that's a good thing.
But to me, this is just master perfumery. This is, and again, it's not like your mainstream, ooh, I like this scent, sauvage kind of thing. This is totally different.
It is totally different.
I adore it because of that.
I don't think you will smell this walking around in the street.
No, not at all.
I would have expected this to be more of an attack on my nose, if I may say so, because I told you a minute ago that incense is difficult. It sometimes hurts my nose.
Yeah.
This doesn't hurt my nose either, and I get more of the green vibes in this one.
Yes.
It's not really churchy to me.
Ah, it's not really churchy? No, this is not the incense like you would have of Comme des Garçons, Avignon, or Full Incense by Montal. This is different because it has this balsam fir, this piney green aspect to it, and it also has spices at the top. It also has some pepper at the top, and it also has some nutmeg.
I think it's the nutmeg that makes this more round.
Could be, yeah.
But this, I agree, this is master perfumery. This leans more to an 8 for me. Because it's everything. It's loud, yet it's quiet. I can't really explain it. It's classy, yet it's familiar in some way.
And it's cozy in some way, it's comforting in some way.
Yeah, it's really comforting.
Because of the incense, and incense can have this aspect, you know, it's a meditative kind of scent, of course, because you know, always burn it when you want to, like, grow spiritually. Okay, so this is your number one of the two. Would you stand out from the crowd with these two?
Oh, definitely. I've never ever smelled these before.
And you will smell like class, people, class. But now it's time for, you know, the master herself.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go. So the first one that I've brought is kind of a classic, a cult classic.
I see it already.
It's Molecule 01 by Escentric Molecules. You know the scent?
I know the scent,
All
and I
right.
love it. It is ISO E Super.
Yes.
And when you want a woody touch in your fragrances, you can go for ISO E Super. It has this kind of dry, woody touch.
So actually ISO E Super is the molecule that is added to a lot of other perfumes because it enhances the smell.
Ah, okay.
So it's part of a lot of other perfumes. And then they made this one, indeed, it's only this molecule, so it's a molecular perfume. That's why it's so well known, because it was one of the first well-known molecular perfumes. And the idea of this one is that it smells different on everyone, and that I find really intriguing. And also it does a very strange thing, because I'm gonna try to let you smell it. If you smell my arm, it's almost gone. Scent.
Yeah.
So if you spray this on and then you smell your arm, you can't smell it, or at least I can't, and a lot of people can't smell it. But if you wave your arm, or someone passes you by, you get the cloud of
you get whiffs of it.
So if you look for it, you can't find it, but it is definitely there. It fills a room.
And it projects like crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So sometimes you can even say, well, I don't smell anything. It's like I don't have anything on. And then other people will compliment you on this beautiful fragrance you have. And it's like, huh? But I don't smell anything myself. I smell it on you. Oh, I really love
and
this
I
scent.
don't smell it on myself
It's
anymore.
beautiful. Oh, I adore this. I really do.
And I really like this because I wear it on days that I'm not really feeling it, like when I have a headache, but I still want to smell something, because when I move around I can still smell it, but it's not there the entire time. So for those days I really like this one. I also combine it with other perfumes because it's a perfume enhancer. You can use it together with other perfumes to make them stronger. And this is a scent that, despite the fact that it's really well known, I don't really smell it all that often in the street.
Not at all.
Not a lot of people wear this anymore. Maybe the hype has passed a bit. So this is definitely one that I would recommend to stand out from the crowd. And it's such a versatile scent. When I smell my arm, it's gone for me.
Yeah, for me too.
But then when you move around,
it's very strange. It's very
magic
strange.
to me.
It's magic. Yeah.
And this was actually my first niche love. I bought my first bottle of this when I was, I think, 24. And it will always be in my collection. Always. I carried it around in my purse actually for a very long time.
If you love fragrances, and I think you do because you're watching this video, do buy this. You cannot miss this in your collection. So 8.5 from me.
Wow. Starting off strong.
Yeah. All right, second one.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Oh, I know these bottles. Beautiful.
I don't know if the camera picks it up. This is French Leather by Memo Paris, or Memo Paris. Kind of a well-known brand. I really like indeed the bottles. So they have a line all with the word leather in the title. So they have Italian leather, Russian leather.
African leather is also very good.
Really good, but they're all very, very good. So worth a while to check them out. But my favorite is French leather.
Oh, it's your favorite.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So there's a rose on the bottle, and it actually kind of gives away the main note in this one.
I'm curious.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Oh, this is special. This is special. This is not an animalic type of leather. This is a very soft kind of leather to me.
It's actually...
And it's because of the rose, I think, that's in here.
It's because of the rose, and the combination is suede.
Yeah.
There's suede in this one.
Yeah. It's a soft leather.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it has a very classy vibe.
Classy, and also it's a feminine kind of leather scent.
Because of the rose, I think.
But it's unisex. But it's a soft leather.
What I really like about this is I really like rose in perfumes, but a lot of people, they don't like rose because it has the reputation of being a bit old school, like rose water. But here, I don't think I would have picked up the rose if I didn't know it was there. It's really well blended.
It's a bit hidden behind the leather in a way.
It's really well blended. I wouldn't say it's mass pleasing, but at the same time, you will not offend people with this one. The reason I selected it for standing out of the crowd is because I've never smelt it on anyone else before. And it's a very well-known brand and a very well-loved line, the leather line. But at the same time, I don't know anyone who wears this. So it's not a scent that you will smell everywhere. So I would say it's a safe one. And because it's such an all-round scent, it's one that you can wear summer, spring, maybe not during the warmest days, but during spring days or summer evenings, you can pull this off. Winter, it's gorgeous on a scarf if you take off the scarf or put it on, and for every occasion as well. So it's workplace safe.
It's a rose done well, guys. Really, a rose done well. Even I adore it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is
really this is an 8 for me.
Wow.
So it's when it's an 8, it's already a masterpiece to my nose. So this is a matter of personal taste. then I prefer this one over this one because this one is the woody one and this one is rose. But then again, this is just equal quality.
They're not comparable at all.
No.
So very different scents, but both of them are quite unique in their approach, in their scent profile, and both of them are, you can't classify them in one category or the other, and that's what I like about them.
Yeah, it's beautiful, really beautiful. So let's round up. Standing out from the crowd with this one, Bois by Naomi Goodsir for smoky lovers. Then you get the incense lovers, but it's much more than that. This one, Encens Flamboyant. It's not really flamboyant in the flamboyant kind of, explanation, meaning. It's really an intimate kind of scent. It's beautiful. It's by Goutal, Paris. And then we had
The Mystery Molecule 01 by Escentric Molecules.
Yes.
And then the last one was French Leather by Memo, Paris.
So that was it for this time. We really enjoyed you watching this video, and we will bring on some more videos also with Eva. And we want to know which is your scent that makes you stand out from the crowd. And do subscribe if you haven't done before, because it helps us enormously with this new channel, the Scentennial.
And if you have fun video ideas, things that you would like us to review for you, let us know. We'd be happy to dive into any of your favorites and your ideas.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.